punishing virus catastrophe originating in our most prestigious laboratories. In a few short years, the virus wiped out thousands of years of human civilization, forcing us to seek refuge off-world. The courageous choices you make today will light a new flame, a glittering star in the darkness. May every child of humanity be able to return home safely. Hassan, leader of humanity, speaking at the start of the Reconquista age. As the 100th corrupted signal is extinguished, the surrounding area becomes quiet for the time being. The wounded Lucia lays disheveled over the heaps of broken corrupted parts, her chest heaving irregularly in an attempt to calm her own breathing. Lucia speaks. Commandant. What's the situation? Grey Raven Commandant replies. The corrupted are still gathering this way. Lucia says. Is that so? Lucia emptily stares at the dancing embers before her. Commandant. The anti-punishing serum for this mission, how many do you have left? Grey Raven Commandant replies. In truth, the one just now was the last. Lucia responds. I suspected as much. If we run out of serum, Commandant, your human body will not be able to survive here. The other members of Grey Raven have yet to arrive. I'm the only one who can buy time for you to retreat, but the pain reception is affecting my performance. Commandant, please authorize the temporary disabling of my pain reception and allow me to continue fighting. What's the matter? Are you worried that if I continue on like this, my mind will permanently deviate from the human consciousness model? You're always one to care about these. It's fine, Commandant, I believe in you. As long as we keep our consciousness linked, your mind beacon will allow me to stay human. As for this rash decision, I'll report back to you for disciplinary actions when we return to HQ. Commandant allows Lucia to turn off pain receptors. System initiates and responds. Authorized. Recalibrating Eurolink parameters. MIND deviation coefficient increased by 0.021. Lucia yells out. Wait, Commandant! The enemies! System continues initializing sensorium. Construct. Lucia offline. The corrupted together say. Deconstruct. Rebuild. Until Lucia's consciousness comes back online. She will have to be protected. So there is only one thing left to do. Grey Raven Commandant. Loads gun. Corrupted exclaim. Exterminate humans. Grey Raven Commandant opens fire. The corrupted frames are riddled with bullets all over, yet they show no signs of slowing down. And the next instant, the scintillating blade of the corrupted is already raised high. Commandant dodges. An attack slides past. Before the corrupted could stabilize itself from the misleap, its head is detached by a roundhouse kick. The body then quickly collapses. Even so, the remaining corrupted continue to converge. The corrupted screech. The corrupted shamble, rushing toward. Lucia speaks. Stay away. From. My Commandant. Corrupted screech again. System reports. Initialization complete. Consciousness, Lucia online. Lucia says, report, Construct Lucia is now ready for battle. Commandant, thank you. I'll handle this from now on. The corrupted screech. No longer fettered by pain, Lucia spins through the battlefield, destroying corrupted with an almost terrifying alacrity. Alas, the countless corrupted that surround them began to diminish in number. System is connecting. Liv yells out, Commandant! Lucia! We're ready here! You guys go look for shelter nearby. System reports. Warning, extreme high-density energy source detected. Lucia shouts. Commandant! Hit the deck! Corrupted screech. Lucia says. Commandant, this way. Lucia steadily paves a path, coldly surveying for ambushes and cutting apart any approaching corrupted. Commandant? Please follow tight. Grey Raven Commandant responds. Lucia. There are no more corrupted around. Lucia says. Sorry, Commandant. I must look. Uncanny right now. The symptoms of MIND deviation are showing. Grey Raven Commandant reassuringly says. Don't worry. I'll be here to keep you stable. Lucia responds. Thank you, Commandant. I've heard that maintaining close contact with your Commandant can help stabilize MIND integrity. But with my condition now. Grey Raven Commandant interrupts Lucia and says, Don't strain yourself. Leave the navigation to me. Lucia gets closer to Commandant and says, Then I'll just follow you like this, Commandant. Is it alright? After a short rest, you and Lucia reach your destination, a small area hidden by the ruins. Beneath the shadows stand a discontented-looking teenager and a somewhat reluctant and petite girl. Liv, with a concerned look on her face, says, You're badly hurt, Lucia. Commandant, you too. Lucia replies, I'm fine. I disabled my pain receptors. I can continue with the mission. Liv says, You shouldn't be so reckless. Lee joins in the conversation. Well, it was a reckless plan. At least we succeeded. Lucia replies. Lee agrees and says, Yes, but you were seriously injured. Most importantly, we almost lost the Commandant. Now Liv can't even fight. Lucia, with a confused look on her face, asks, Liv too? Liv replies, Sorry, the overload attack just now caused the Levi Gun's core to have a meltdown. But I can at least provide the team with computational and data support. Lee sighs. Lucia says to Lee, Your hands. Lee asks, My hands? I just burned it while connecting the Levi Gun core to the city's power grid. It's just a flesh wound. Don't worry about it. Oh, Commandant, I grabbed some more serum for you. Figured you needed it. I'm sure you can guess where I got it. Anyway, let's not get ambushed by corrupted. Continue with the next phase of our plan, Lucia. Lucia responds, Alright. Just to recap, our mission is to participate in the recovery of City 015. Once we finish clearing out the corrupted in this area, the engineering force will arrive and begin setting up City 015 as a new base on humanity's front, Earthside. But our situation is looking grim. We need to first rendezvous with the nearby supply team, so we can stock up on supplies. After updating the map, I found a shortcut to the nearest rendezvous point through the nearby church. Let's go that way. Wait, the church? Lee asks. What's wrong with the church? Lucia replies. Nothing, just déjà vu is all. It just happens sometimes. Lee responds. Your MIND is a complete simulation of basic human cognition, after all. It's not that uncommon. Or maybe you've just been to too many places. You're no stranger to battle. Grey Raven Commandant adds. You've all had your fair share of battle. Lee replies. You seem to be forgetting about yourself, Commandant. There's nothing out of the ordinary on your resume. Except, forget it. Who doesn't have skeletons best left in the closet? Lucia interrupts and says, Anyways, I'm fine. Let's continue. Under the blinding sunlight from the church entrance, A mysterious female figure with an ashen head of hair steps forth. Liv asks, "It's a construct. An ally?" In an instant, electricity of a ghostly red arced around her. "No. This is high-density punishing virus reactions. She's corrupted." The unknown construct remains deadly silent. Lucia says, "Commandant, I feel weird." Gray Raven Commandant asks, "What's happened?" Lucia answers, "I can't discern her appearance. My visual receptors seem to be malfunctioning, and my thoughts are a little muddled." Liv says, "I can see just fine over here." Lee says, "Looks like it's only you, Lucia." Liv adds, "Wait. Lucia's mind is destabilizing. But it's not because of the punishing virus. What's going on?" The unknown construct finally speaks. "Lucia, mistakes must end here." The construct slowly walks toward Lucia and pulls out a crimson sword. Lucia says, "Damn it." Sparks fly as the two blades clash. But this time, Lucia's blade becomes redirected and whirls into the air. Liv shouts, "Lucia!" The enemy easily catches Lucia's blade in the air, then nails Lucia onto the wall, restraining her movements. Lucia groans as she tries to break free. But the more she struggles, the more construct vital fluids seep out from her pinned arm. Unknown construct says, "Your pain receptions are cut off. How pitiful. But your sorrow will end here, Lucia." She slowly lifts her blade. Gray Raven Commandant opens fire. The unknown construct casually parries the bullet and deflects it deep into the ruin. It stirs up a cloud of dust. Unknown construct says, "Humans, always like this." Up until now, she only had eyes for Lucia, but now her gaze slowly travels toward you. Lucia says, "Commandant, be careful." The unknown construct says, "Commandant, you're still a part of this farce." "Well then, Commandant, are you prepared to die for her?" Gray Raven Commandant takes out a combat knife. Lee shouts, "Commandant, what are you?" Lee's suppressive fire does nothing to slow the enemy. In just a flash, she is already standing right before your eyes. Gray Raven Commandant lunges an attack. But the enemy's blade easily pierces through your arm, in the same position as Lucia's wound. Unknown construct asks, "So, Commandant, do you really think you can stand in her shoes and understand her?" "Of course," yells the Commandant. The unknown construct eyes widens in a surprised look. Lucia shouts, "Because our minds are linked." The unknown construct steps back and says, "I see." Lucia says, "I don't know what sort of answer you're looking for, but I will always entrust Commandant with my life." "Is that so?" "I see," says the unknown construct. "That only means the tragedy will go on. I look forward to your choice, after learning about the truth." Lucia asks, "The truth?" Unknown construct replies, Well then, open your eyes and see the humans for who they really are. Through your precious Commandant. Having said that, the mysterious enemy sheathes her weapon as if losing all interest. Then turns and walks back into the blinding sunlight. She gazes at you meaningfully before completely vanishing into the light.